Hey everybody, hope you're well. I'm just giving an update on a certain drug, the dreaded Amiodarone. I've been on it for 6 months now and thought I would just let you know my experience so far and how it's been. So firstly, I was put on Amiodarone because I presented in hospital with permanent AF or atrial fibrillation, and I was in hospital for 48 hours. And they sent me home, well, they booked me in for a cardioversion for 6 weeks' time, and they sent me home with a course of Amiodarone. Now, the way it works, they come in 200 milligram tablets, and for the first week, I had to take 3 tablets a day, so 600 milligrams. The second week, I had to take 2 tablets per day, and then week 3, I was able to reduce to 1 tablet per day, and that's the dosage I've been on ever since. Now, it did its job in the sense that it actually returned me to normal sinus rhythm before I needed to go back for the cardioversion. So that happened fairly quickly actually, and it has kept me in normal sinus rhythm ever since. So in terms of what it does, it is highly effective, or has been for me at least, and from that side of things I'm really happy. Now, it did come with some side effects, some of the minor ones. It had very itchy skin for a few weeks whilst taking it. I felt a little bit off, a little bit sick for the first few days, but nothing too troublesome. It causes, makes your skin highly sensitive, and you can't go out in the sun without wearing factor 50 sunscreen. And with the summer we've just had, I was literally painting it on every day, a couple of times a day, and wearing a hat just for good measure. So, those are all sort of mild inconveniences, but it did affect my thyroid function. Now, after sort of 3 or 4 weeks, I started to feel very lethargic and tired, just lacking sort of general energy, and not being able to function as I normally would. So I spoke to my GP, we ran some blood tests, and they confirmed that the Amiodarone was affecting the function of my thyroid, but it wasn't enough to warrant going on any thyroid medication, and it wasn't enough to warrant coming off the Amiodarone. So we let it run for a few more weeks, and over time, somehow on its own, my thyroid started to improve again. So subsequent blood tests showed it had improved, and it's stayed that way ever since, touch wood. So yeah, it caused me a problem initially, but it seems to have resolved itself now, and hopefully it won't return. Now, I've been on the drug for 6 months. The idea is to get me off the drug as soon as possible, because long term it can be troublesome, not only for things like the thyroid, but it can do other damage to organs within the body. So I want to come off it as soon as possible, and my cardiologist wants me to come off it as soon as possible. So we've got an AF ablation in the pipeline, and hopefully if that's successful, I can come off the drug for a long period of time, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's the plan, and that's my experience so far. Maybe you're about to go on to Amiodarone, or it's something you're on currently. Please share your experiences in the comments below. It would be good to have some more feedback. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon.